Hello all. Today we are going to be looking at the third topic of the third unit, which is progress report. Okay. So in the previous lecture we talked about you know we talked about feasibility report, and even before that we had looked at project report. Now this time we will be looking at progress report. Okay. Now, again, I would like to begin by saying that report writing, as I told you, is something that needs to be done after you have completed the project. But in the previous lecture, we saw that with feasibility report, you actually write the report at the very beginning of undertaking the venture of starting your project. Okay. So today, the report that we are going to be dealing with is progress report. Now, as you can understand, this is a report which will be talking about, or which will be recording your progress with your project. Okay. So since it is a report which has to record and which has to you know uh, which has to document your progress, it is a report that you have to keep writing after every interval. Now, that interval can be of 2 weeks, of 1 week, of 1 month, not what 1 month, but mainly of 1 week to 2 weeks. After every 1 week to 2 week, you write your progress report to chart out or to talk about your progress, the progress that you have made with your project. Okay. So this is progress report, and this is what it deals with. And you have to keep writing the report, this kind of a report, after every interval of a week or perhaps 2 weeks. Okay. So let us see what progress report is. Okay. So basically, it is a document which explains in detail how much progress you have made towards towards the completion of your ongoing project. Okay. Now, in your progress report, you will be basically including the following points, and they are the amount of work that you have completed, the part of the work which is still in progress, the problems or unexpected things that have occurred, or that the problems or unexpected events that you have encountered while moving forward with your project, the work which is still pending, the whether you have finished your target work or not, or whether some amount of work is still pending, or whether the project is moving smoothly in general or not. Okay. So these are the things that you have to include in your progress report. Now see, progress reports, again, you have to write it after every interval, and it is a tedious process. Of course, we all know and we all acknowledge and we all accept that it is indeed, writing a project report is indeed an extremely tedious process, but you have no option but to write it, because you have to keep the higher ups in loop as to what you are doing with your project. You have to keep them in loop, you have to keep them informed from time to time about your progress, or about the way in which you are progressing. If you keep them ignorant, then it might have consequences later on. You might yourself forget about a few things, you might yourself lose track of your record, and you might yourself not remember certain details that even if they are minute, they were which were extremely important. Okay. So in order to avoid such a situation from occurring, you write progress reports. Okay. So what you do is that progress report basically help you to keep your information transparent. So it maintains a transparency between you and the higher ups, because the higher ups are in loop and they know what you are doing with your project. Okay. uh, it encourages constant interaction. Okay. So if you are in constant contact with others on a weekly or monthly basis, it basically gives you a kind of a clarity. So now that constant interaction can be with your teammates, okay, with whom you are you know uh, undertaking the project. Okay. You interact with them, you basically with them you go over what all you have done, they help you. If you have forgotten certain information, they help you recollect them. So in this way, you maintain a constant interaction which gives you clarity and which makes communication better. Then comes improves project evaluation and review. Now project evaluation or and review, like whether you have any loopholes, whether there are systemic issues or not, which are hindering your uh, hindering the progress of your project. So you talk about all that in this section, and if any of these requires improvement or fixing, you talk about that. Okay. uh, Now the fourth section, if the fourth important point is that it provides insight for future learning. So when you are writing down your progress report, you are also providing an insight, and you are also providing a light on how you can plan out things for the future. Okay. So now comes, how is it that you are going to write a progress report? What are the easy steps, four easy steps that you can follow so as to write your progress report? The first is, you have to explain the purpose of your report. Okay. So what the purpose of your report is, the fact that how much progress you have made, you know you write that, and you write the status of your project, the current status of your project. Okay. uh, so readers might also want to know the detailed information of your project's purpose. So you also have to mention that you write in detail about the purpose of your project. Now you in the second step, you basically define your audience. Now who are the intended audience for whom you are writing the report? Okay. So once you have sorted out the purpose of writing the progress report, consider the type of audience you will be targeting. Okay. The details that your readers are going to acknowledge in the report. Okay. So the decisions that your readers are going to need to make after reading the progress report. So all of these things, you have to mention here in the audience section, where you define your audience, because your audience will be taking decisions based on your progress, and they might also want to give you certain suggestions. Okay. Now the third section would include the work completed section. So how much work you have completed. Okay. So this will be coming in the third section of your you know progress report. Okay. Or third section of the steps to you know steps in which, or the steps that you can follow to write your progress report. This will be the third step. All right. Then comes the fourth and the last step, where you basically summarize your progress reports. It's basically a conclusion. So you basically sum up your points, everything that you have included. You give details on your target work and your completed work, and you add a short description on the problems that your teams have encountered, and recommendations from your supervisor for their resolutions, and if you need any more assistance on the project. So you include all of that in the last step, which is step number 4. Okay. So this is what your project report deals with. Okay. So this is what your project report is. So in the next class, we will be talking about sorry, not project report, progress report. This is what your progress report deals with. So in the next class, we will be talking about the final kind of a report, that is the evaluation report, and with that we will come to the end of the third unit. Thank you for listening.